Oh, for sure. We all good to go. Everybody, what's happening? This is another episode of the Real Chat Podcast with your boy Justin Jackson. I am being joined today with the wonderful Sonny Sinclair. You know what I'm saying? Photo entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Videographer. Many other traits and everything that she does. You know, I've been following her a little bit here, and I just want to introduce her and say what's happening today. Let's have a real chat. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. Yeah, like I said, I just got home from work, feeling the vibe, trying to relax. But yeah, let's get into it.
Wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely, you know what? So you're a videographer, photographer. You call it like in what is it? Moonlighting right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it a major piece in your life. So tell me a little bit about that.
So what had happened was when I was going to college, I had originally intended to go for audio. I wanted to do scores for movies. So
Okay.
like what a soundtrack is to a movie, the sound score is a little different. Like we make the ambiance and get the feel for a movie so you can feel the actual experience. It brings you in a little
Okay.
deeper. So that's it. That was what I really wanted to do it intentionally. So I went to school in Chicago at the Art Institute, but they told me that I didn't have enough, not credits, but my GPA was too low. So on the spot,
Okay.
like they're like on the spot, like we have this, and that. They had fashion, cooking, film, all the artsy stuff. So I was like,
Right.
you know what? Since I'm trying to do something that has to do something with film, I'll just pick film and we'll just do that.
Mhm.
I guess my GPA was too low, which it doesn't make sense to me. You would think it'd be the other way around,
Right.
but so it chose me. Essentially, it chose me. And then I grew a love to it. I loved my what class was it called? It's called I think it was called Shape and Light. So I
Okay.
so intentionally I don't even want to be a camera operator. I want to be a director of photography. So I want to be working.
Okay. So you want to do more media. You want to get more right into the background of it.
I want to be right. We sit next to a director. We're not the director.
Right.
We take their idea and then we put it in picture.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
that takes a lot of knowing the right people
Mhm.
and having a lot of work. It takes years.
Okay. All right. So was there like all right? So I understand that you are a aficionado of music as well. You know, you used to do music.
Oh
Um.
yeah, I got a
So
studio booth right here. If I turn my camera around, there's a piano, a drum pad.
okay.
I used to do music. That was my number one thing. I'm a rapper. I'm a singer too.
Okay. So do you think that had a lot to do with you first finding a love for videography, photography, and just getting the bare bones of what's going on
Hmm.
behind the artist? You know, is there a specific song or um, genre that music led you to this?
I would say there's no specific genre because I love all types of genres. Musically, I'm like interested in anything. Cultural, different cultures.
Hmm.
Music's just it brings everybody together. You understand it whether you talk the language or not.
Right.
You can,
Okay. All right.
but yeah, music.
So
And I used to, and
so
I go ahead.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I used to actually break dance too before my surgery. So
Oh
I,
shit!
I
Hey, so hey, so world famous is for the culture, right? So it's like the four pillars, of the hip hop culture, and one of them is breaking. I love that. I
yeah,
definitely love that.
yeah. The kill. I used to do some competitions. We have a skate rink in town, and every Friday, everybody would come down just to watch me. I get in the middle of the circle and just got some little competitions going on, and man, I'd
That's
be
what's up.
everybody.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like the dance culture hasn't been in Milwaukee too hard in a long time. You know what I mean? It's
Mm,
been a while, but I remember my homeboys, like, I grew up on 33rd and Cherry, so like we used to be in like all the percolating competitions down at Summerfest back in the 90s and shit like that. Yeah, so it was like Jam for Peace and everybody doing their thing down there back in the day.
mm.
But nah, like, so when you're behind the camera, how do you capture the emotion or story of a moment, especially in music or the community setting that you're in?
Yeah, so I like to focus on helping people get a little bit more bigger, focus on what I guess how would I word this? You got me. Um and well, what was the question? How would I capture?
So like like when you're behind the camera, how do you capture the emotion of the story of the person or the community that you're doing it? So for example, like we was at that boxing event. You was out there passionate, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the emotion that runs? Like, what are you thinking when you're behind the camera when you're doing things like that?
Yeah, so I definitely scope out whoever has passion and then I follow that because I'm very passionate when people love what they do. Um
Hmm.
when I'm trying to capture it, I'm trying to capture every angle, almost every angle, that I can get as close as I can get to.
Okay.
And talking to like the music is very important when I edit. So I make
Hmm.
sure I find the right type of music.
So how do you connect with that? Like, what is it? Like, what is it that draws you? Because I know a lot of time when I'm doing edits for the podcast, I'm like, ooh, shit, that's gonna be dope right there. So like, what type of emotions or what music, you know what I'm saying, do you think of when you're
Hmm.
doing your edits?
It depends. So if I'm doing a boxing event and if it's more gritty,
Hmm.
cinematic, there's keywords that I type in: cinematic,
Okay.
inspirational. Sometimes I'll sit down and I'll make my own, because that's what I wanted to do originally. But it
Right.
takes it because I actually don't have any piano lessons, and so I just go
Okay.
based off of ear. But a little something. But keywords with what the vibe is. So if I'm
Okay. So
like a
yeah, it depends on what you're doing.
yeah, so if I'm doing like an ice cream shop, I'm gonna type in like I don't know, like maybe
Welcome to the candy shop.
maybe a new pop hit, and I'll grab the instrumental, and then maybe I just without words, so no copywriting is involved.
Okay. All right, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. So how has music, whether it's Marley, Bob Marley, hip hop, gospel, or local talent, like yourself, how has that shaped your creative style and the way you approach your work? When you're doing videography and stuff like that.
How does music shape me? So I'm a
Hmm.
big follower of Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
All money in, no money out. That's his motto.
Right.
He's a very big entrepreneur. He's a big inspirational, like all around, just motivation
Right.
motivational folks. So apart from
Yep.
rap, apart from rap, he's got many lessons and just important things that you can take out of for life. So Nipsey Hussle
Okay.
and anybody like that, Russ, he's got a book, book out. Uh,
Okay, yeah, yeah. Russ, hey, Russ, my dude. Like,
yeah,
if they ain't really listening to what he's saying, this
exactly.
shit got a lot of meaning behind it.
Yeah, like, and you can tell, when rappers are just making it for the music or when they're making it for the meaning. So
Right.
I go with more meaningful and more stuff that I can take away from.
Okay. Okay. And I respect that. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when it comes to the music, like I tell a lot of people, music shaped a lot of my life. When I was growing up, it was the state property, Beanie Siegel era. So it's like, yo, get down or lay down. And the shit that we was doing at the time, it kind of fit exactly what we was doing. So it's like we trying to take over certain neighborhoods, certain places in Milwaukee, and it's like either y'all finna get down or lay down, you know. And now that I look back at that, I'm like, man, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck kind of dumbass shit was that? You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hey, we
like,
grow, we learn. We grow and we learn, huh?
right, you know, but it's like, you know, music shaped a lot of everything I was doing because you listen to that music and you like, okay, yeah, we finna go do this or we finna go, you know, and then when somebody actually asks you that question, like, so how did music affect the lifestyle you were living? You're like, man, music really
Oh,
ain't affect none of that.
well, you know, but what you listen to is kind of almost what you become. So for the longest time, I wasn't even listening to music. I want to say like 5 years ago, I was just going to seminars, conventions,
Okay.
putting just positive
Right,
inspiration.
you just feeding that
I couldn't even
momentum.
I couldn't even listen to rap because I'd be like, man, what are they talking about? Like drugs, all this. But I can see, like, when if you live in that lifestyle, you know, it fits you. So
Right. But that's the thing. Like I try to. A lot of people are like, well, music really didn't do this for me, or you know, shape that. But when you really think about it, and you think about, so when certain songs come on, you can think about certain times in your life. You know,
hmm
you can go right back. You can go right back to that moment, like, yo, the first time I was listening to this song, like we was doing this and we was doing that, and it just brings you back to that era. So as an aspiring creative, what impact do you hope your videos and photos leave on your community and future generations?
well, because I mostly focus on small businesses or people that want something for themselves. So
Okay.
I eventually want that to happen. Whatever their goal is in life. Want to showcase what they're about, promote them. So that's what I do.
Right. You help build a community within the community that you in.
Yeah, slowly but surely out here. It's a little bit small. Oh no, you weren't on there.
Okay. So, huh?
Where did we meet? We met in.
We met at the boxing event in Okachi. Yes.
Oh, actually, see, yeah,
Yep. We met
yeah,
at the Okachi event. So
yeah.
what do you have upcoming? Like what events or first of all, so where can any of the viewers find you?
Well, Instagram, Facebook, um, YouTube, but I stopped posting on YouTube for some reason. I gotta get back into it. Maybe get back into it.
Because
TikTok,
YouTube is hard.
yeah,
YouTube is hard. It's like
so
post,
many,
post, post.
but you never know. Might one of them might go off.
Right,
Uh,
exactly. And that's why I keep putting them out there, you know.
I got another boxing event. It's a mental awareness event actually for
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be for Vega. He passed away 2 years ago, so we just every year we have like lantern release, just to give him some respect. But
Okay.
this year we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. There's gonna be taco trucks, live DJ, sponsorship. So I'm hoping it would turn out. A lot of people
So
would.
where's that gonna be at?
This is in Watertown, Wisconsin. So where the last border wars was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, that's what's up. Cause my dude is from he was living in Watertown, you know what I'm saying, when he OD'd. One of my best friends. So my homeboy's from Watertown. And overdose awareness and things like that are
Mm.
very,
Mental awareness, yeah.
very close to what we do. You know what I'm
Especially
saying? So
it's not a highlight, that men get, to know about
mhm.
it. The
Right.
public knows
Well,
about it.
and that's the thing, you know, and a lot of what we do is trying to bring awareness to the mental health, not only just for men, but for everybody. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that I do with the boxing and everything like that, it brings that to the forefront because a lot of these young men just they need an outlet. That's what
Hmm.
I love about the boxing. You know what I'm saying? The boxing is where they can be like, yo,
It's healthy.
I'm the shit. I'm the man. It's like, yo, you could do this exactly healthy. You could do
Right.
this in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be in the streets proving yourself. But what you can do is prove yourself on this mat,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and
Get
get in
it.
this ring and continue to let them know who you are.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
so
The coaches have to
that.
do a big part of it.
Oh
Speaking.
yeah,
That's why I give Coach Adrian so much respect because he does a good job on that. That's the coach from
yeah.
out Watertown.
Okay, okay. And what gym is he out of?
DEFCOM. He's got old school boxing. So.
Oh yeah, old school boxing. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. My man put me up on him when I was down there. He was like, "Yo, dude, from old school boxing, you need to link up with him."
Yep.
So yeah, that's basically, you know what I'm saying, like what I do with the podcast and what you do with videography and photography has been nothing short than amazing. Uh, checking it out and following everything that you've been doing, like I said, it's been nothing short than amazing. But
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you taking the time and sharing a little bit about what it is you do, what you aspire to do. So what are some of the biggest goals that you have coming up? Like what's your next biggest thing that you're trying to do outside of production, media?
I feel like I had something set in stone. I had my vision boards and everything, but the more I go to these boxing events, um, it's something that I like to enjoy. Like, I like to watch just the energy, at these events. It's a good community to be in. But my original goal was to be, a director of photography, sit right next to a director and get their vision on screen.
Okay.
Yeah, takes a little bit of
Man,
work.
that's what's up. Hey, and you know what? We gonna definitely stay in touch because like everything you talking about is crazy. Cause so I'm writing a book right now, and I just had one of my homeboys. He was like, "Hey, dude," he was like, "Do you plan on doing it audio?" He was like, "I can read your book for you." So this is
Yeah,
what he wants to do, because he's looking at like doing anybody that's writing a book or has a book, he'll read it for you. This is what
that's
he want to
that's
do.
that's a good niche to be in too. I feel like because
Yes, it is. It is. I got a homeboy that's trying to do um like cartoons and shit. So he doing like so they're looking for actors, that do just the voice and audio and stuff like that. And they're gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be this actor and this and that. And I was like, yo, so it's this like sex novel and shit. And it's like asking for who's gonna be Anthony. And he's like, I'll be Anthony, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. So
that's dope.
you
That's
might not you might not see him, but you're gonna hear his voice. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, yeah, and Anthony was coming around the corner, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So
yeah,
I was
that shit
like, man,
interests me too because like as sound scores, like I love sounds, noises, voice.
right,
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah, hey, all that shit is fun, and like, look, when I was gang banging back in the hood, I wasn't thinking about none of this shit. Now I'm like, yo, be in this book. I'm gonna be in this movie. I'm gonna do this. I got a homeboy. He's an actor and shit. Like I be watching all this shit, and it cracked me the fuck up because I'll be like, "Yo, that's my dude." I'll be like, "Hey, that's my dude from Canada,"
You
and
would have.
he'd be like, "What'd you say?"
I said you would have never thought, huh?
Nah, I would have. Hey, we were just talking about this shit the other day. I was like, yo, I never would have thought that I would have been sitting in a circle with authors or actors or actresses and things like that, just
You got
having like conversations.
you got a story though.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And everybody's story matters. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's what this is all about. It's all about mindset. You know what I'm saying? Right behind me.
Yeah,
I appreciate your mindset and everything that you're doing for the community. And I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day, busy, busy
of
day. You know what I'm saying? Videos and photography and things, and sharing your time with me. So I really appreciate that.
course. I appreciate you too for reaching out and being interested.
Oh, definitely. Hey, when I met you at that event,
You
well,
came right.
what is it you said?
I feel him. I was like, that's why you came up to me. I was like, because you knew that we were, I don't know, like real niggas recognize real niggas.
We was going exactly. We was going to link up and we was going to make this shit happen. This is the first of many. Again, I want to thank y'all for checking out the Real Chat podcast and taking a minute, you know what I'm saying, to chop it up with Sonny Sinclair and hearing that story. Y'all be blessed. Stay well.